Israelite up in China. Okay, it's in a book called Mandarin Jews and Missionary, on page 223. Israelite up in China. See, dark-skinned people. Now let's get Genesis 40, Isaiah 49 and 12 for a second, because the thing is, these scholars do their research.
What's the name of that book?
It's called Mandarin Jews and Missionary. Okay, by Michael Pollack. Okay, now the Chinese alphabet in the Hebrew language, right? Say something for 1 second. Let me find the page.
So when you read the Bible, it tells you in the book of Deuteronomy 28:64 that we will be scattered into the four corners of the earth. So the Jews are not just in what they call the Western Hemisphere. We're all over the world. You understand? God's chosen people. You understand? But what happens is you have a lot of Jews in China. You have a lot of Jews all over the world. But what the white people do, or the white people who have mixed themselves among the Chinese, is the pale Chinese. Those aren't Jews. The Mongolians, they're not Jews. But what they do, the real Jews or the real Vietnamese, you don't see them in any footage. You don't see them in any media. They put them because they racist. You understand? And they think
they don't want to be seen.
They don't want to see that. You know, they want to be known as the cream of the crop or the best people in those particular lands. You understand? So they keep them away. It's like the Africans. The original Egyptians are dark-skinned people. But when you see any information on the Egyptians or a news broadcast of something happening into modern-day Egypt, they don't show you the real Egyptians. They don't show you the dark Egyptians. They show you these pale people who are actually descendants of the Greeks and white people who conquered those lands.
They want us to see.
There you go. There you go. You know, sad to say, even among the Dominicans and a lot of the Spanish brothers and sisters, they consider the essence of beauty close to white as possible. That's what they do. You understand? It's sad, but that's what they do.
I got a page.
Right? You know that. What's your nationality?
No, I was just asking you to understand.
No, what's your nationality? I'm asking you. What's your nationality?
Nationality, Korean. South Korea.
Korean. Have you ever seen a dark-skinned Korean darker than you? Like that looks like us in Korea? Very dark?
Like, not really.
Not really?
Like, we have, like, Africans in Korea as well, but we're on, like...
But have you ever seen Koreans with our features in Korea? Not really? Okay, that's kind of hard to believe.
But he's saying that he's Korean. They're not such as Korean. Korean, you remember China and Japan, they had a war, right?
Yeah.
You never, okay, right. And the Chinese and the Japanese, they were raping off each other women. That's why a lot of Koreans, see, the white man's the one that call it Korean, but you're not Korean. You gotta go by your forefather. You could either be Chinese or Japanese. You can't be Korean. They're not such as Korean. I mean, the white man's the one that call it Korean.
I mean, Korea was invaded by China. Korea was
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So the Chinese raped up those people that was in Korea. They were still Chinese. The Korean, remember, Chinese and Korean. Yeah, I mean, the Chinese and the Japanese, they were raping up each other women.
There's a reason why we're all called Mongoloid Asians.
Exactly. But Mongoloid, they're not such as Mongoloid. Mongoloid, those are white people from Turkey that came from a region called Mongolia. That's what Mongoloid is. They're not such as Mongoloid. The Mongoloid, those are the ones that conquered China during the time of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan conquered China. That's why a lot of Chinese looking all pale. Yeah. But the real China were dark-skinned people. We got books with Chinese dark as hell. We're Woolly here also. So the original Chinese, they didn't look like that. I'm going to prove to you. The original Chinese were dark-skinned people. Because the word China means learned men. They were dark-skinned people. Okay? When you read about the Ming dynasties and stuff, the Ming dynasty, when Jerusalem got destroyed in 70 AD, the emperor that was ruling the Ming dynasty at that time was Emperor Mingti. That's where Ming dynasty come from. Okay? Now, I'm up in page 122. The same book, Jude Mandarin the Missionary, tells you, it said Shihar took note of the event in his journal. Neanderthal, he wrote, was discussing certain story concerning those Israelites, okay, who were dispersed in different parts of the world, right? First, he talked about China, and here he took his material from a Jesuit who spoke with certain person in China who told him that they were Israelites, okay? He replied that he knew that their brethren in Europe were known as Jews. Now, who are those people that was in Europe today, known as Jews? Not those people in Israel, in Europe today, known as Jews. Who were they? They were the Scythians, right? Give me Colossians 3:11. They were Scythians, they were the Huns, right? They were the Anglo-Saxon, okay? Because the Anglo-Saxon came from a town called Angalia. They were Israelites, they were blacks. known as Jews. So the China, I'm going to read the part. He said, he replied that he knew that their brethren in Europe were known as Jews, but they retrieved that they themselves were called Israelites, right? Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Now, he said the claim of the author, the Gentile author, that there were Jews in the Chinese Empire. He argued in the pages of the Hebrew journal Hamed Sahal, who seemed to be justified for the king of Syria. They exiled the Jews beginning 732 BC to the far northwest region of Assyria, which lie in the direction of a former empire. So it shows you that these people know who they were, the people in China. Know that the original Chinese, they were dark-skinned people. Okay? Now, you got European white people up in Germany, right? And those are not the real Germans. The original Germans were the sons of Japhet. Japhetic. You ever go to Hawaii? You seen the Indian look like Indonesian, the Indians in Hawaii, Polynesia? Those are the original sons of Japhet. Later on, Israel came and took over Europe from the Japhetic tribe. That's how the white men took Europe from the blacks during the time of the Renaissance. Because the original people of Europe were dark-skinned people. So those people seen in Europe today, come say white people, those are not the original European. Because European are the blacks and Hispanic that was up in Europe that kicked out Japhet out of the land out of Europe and took over the land. Okay? Now we talk about like Turkey. The original people of Turkey were Japhetic. Because God gave the so-called white man his own land. Which is what? The Caucasus Mountain. That's his damn land. Okay what I'm saying? So the thing is this, the white man, that's why they call him Caucasian, because white people used to live up in cave at one time. And we can prove it in the Bible. They used to live up in cave, so they call themselves Caucasian, meaning dweller of the Caucasus Mountain. You ask any scholars where the word Caucasian come from, they're going to tell you that when white people used to live up in cave, they was not civilized. The black and Hispanic.
The word is what? Caucasus Mountain?
It means Caucasus Mountain. The word Caucasian means dweller of the Caucasus Mountain because they used to live up in they used to live up in Europe at one time, up in cave. I saw Georgia, Russia. And when they came into power, they overthrew the blacks up in Europe. How the white men came into power? When they overthrew the Israelites up in Europe. Okay?
Thank you, my
know what I'm saying?
I
all
gotta
right, my
go,
brother.
man.
All right?
All right, thanks, man, for listening.
Keep it commanding, brother.
Yeah,
all right?
definitely.
Right.
I respect, man. All right. Okay? So we got to continue. Excuse my brother. Next question. Bridget, come here. Next question. Respect, man. What's up? Where you from, man?
A lot of places.
Huh? You from a lot of places? I'm asking where you're born. Where were you born?
Georgia.
Huh? Georgia? Huh?
Georgia.
Okay, what's your nationality? Huh?
Black.
You're not black, brother. What color is this? You're here.
Huh?
What color is your hair?
Dark brown.
Dark brown, right?
Yeah.
But your hair is black.
Yeah.
Now, what color is your skin?
Brown.
Okay, you're not black. You're not black, you're brown. So when you call yourself black, you call yourself you're ignorant, you're dirty, you're mean, you're sinful. This is black right here. You don't fit the description of this. This is black. You're brown. But the so-called Europeans the one that call you brown. Now, black. Now, let me ask you a question. You wear dread, right? Do you know the history of the dread, where the word dread come from?
Not exactly. I've been reading.
Okay, well, when you read the history, the African is the one that came with that. But later on, the Jamaican, them adopted that stuff. There's a brother by the name of Leonardo Howell is the one that adopted this thing called a Rastafarianism about Selassie. And when you read the history, Selassie was false, man. Selassie did not even acknowledge the Jamaican then. Okay? So Leonardo Howell is the one that go around saying that he's a Rastafarian. Rastafarian, a lot of them don't believe in Christ, but they believe in Selassie. A fake man, a man that was an Ethiopian. First off, Selassie was a, do you know Selassie was a Catholic? His father was a Catholic, yeah. His father was a Catholic. And Selassie did not descendant of Menelik II, right? Menelik II from Menelik II. He did not descend him because Menelik II did not came from Solomon's seed. Solomon did not lay them with no Ethiopian women. Because the Bible tells you all the women that Solomon laid them with, and he didn't lay them with no Cushite women. So, Haile Selassie, Queen of Sheba, she was from the tribe of the Cushite. And the reason why she called Queen of Sheba, because she was married. Solomon did no record tell you Solomon laid on with Queen of Sheba. That's a fairy tale. Okay? So when you read the history, brother, you're supposed to have it here cold. I'm not disrespecting you now, but you're supposed to have it here groomed, like, you know what I'm saying? But don't follow them Jamaican, because Jamaican the one that come with that Rastafarianism. And you're supposed to worship Christ, not men. You see what I'm saying, brother? Now I'm going to show you something. Now, according to the Bible, right? According to the Bible, you are the children of Israel, okay? Give me the book of Genesis, chapter 10, verse 1. I'm going to show you something. Okay, what tribe you're from. Okay? Because a lot of you, we already know, taught back in time that we African American, right? Which is a lie. Huh? The Igbo, right? The Igbo, they were Israelites. Do you know the Igbo were Moors? They were Moors. Yeah, they were Moors. They were Israelites that came from out of Spain. They were Israelites. So now the Igbo, they were Israelites. They came from out of Spain and came with Columbus as slave or as slave. Columbus had them as slave. They got kicked out of Spain, and majority fled up into Brazil and called it land Brazil, which means land of brass. Okay, a lot of them fled up in different part of Europe. Some of them fled into the West Indies, West Indian islands. These people that come in the West Indies, those are Benjamites. So if your forefather American, you're probably from a child of Judah. You see what I'm saying? I say you're probably. I'm not saying 100%. You know? Now check this out, brother. Genesis 10 and 1. 1 second.
Genesis 10 and 1.
Right.
Now these are the generations
Right.
of the sons of Noah.
Of the sons of Noah. Noah himself was a black man. Okay? Read on.
Shem.
Shem. The Jews, Israelite. Huh? One more, brother. Shem, the Israelite came from the lineage of Shem, not Ham. Okay? Continue, read.
Ham.
Ham.
And Japheth.
Ham is the Africans. Okay? Read on.
And unto them were sons born after the flood.
After them were sons born after the flood. Jump to verse 21.
Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber.
The father of all the children of the Hebrew. The Hebrews are the black and Hispanic that came from the lineage of Shem. So you're not Africans. You know what I'm saying, brother? According to the Bible, you are the children of Israel. Okay? And you're not African, brother, and keep the Most High commandment. And stay away from these pagan holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, and so forth, because these holidays, you got brother fly. These holidays there to distract you and can pull you away from Christ and serve Christ, brother, not no men, not no Rastafarianism.